Our app is called GetWoke, a revolutionary new alarm clock that can help computer science students all over the world wake up in the morning feeling more intelligent and more awake than ever before.
Now I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how our app works. So first, I'm going to set my alarm sound, then I'm going to set my alarm. When I click disable, it pulls up a random CS125 question. So in this case, I'm going to get the question correct, and that turns off the alarm. But what if I get the question wrong? Now I'm going to pick another sound. So this time, I'm going to get the question wrong. So let's say Jeff's dog is this. If I get it wrong, I have to take 10 steps in order to turn off the alarm. But in this case, I'm just going to shake it. When I shake it, the counter goes down. And when it hits 0, the alarm turns off. And that's how our app works. Our app consists of 3 main activities. Our main activity controls the alarm functions. Our second activity controls our backend and our multiple choice functionality. And our third activity controls our step counter. Now, Aditya will go over the main activity.
The main activity that handles the functionality of the alarm has two other classes, that is the ringtone playing service and the alarm receiver. Some of the edge cases that we covered in the main activity are as follows. If the mobile phone is set to 12-hour time settings, the update text, that is the alarm time display, is shown accordingly. It is shown according to 12-hour time settings. And if your mobile is set to 24-hour time settings, the alarm time is displayed as 24-hour time settings. Another edge case that we covered is if you've already set an alarm and if you try to set another alarm, our app prompts a message which asks you to disable the old alarm first before setting a new one. If you've already there's no alarm set and you try to hit the disable button, it prompts another message which asks you to set an alarm first before trying to disable it. Also, if you try to change the orientation of the app, it does not allow you to do that because then it will not work as we want it to. So yeah. And when the alarm ringtone goes off and you try to use the volume button to tone down the volume button actually functions as the snooze button and not the volume button. Also, if the user forgets to pick a sound before setting the alarm, our app automatically randomly chooses a ringtone from the list. So that's it for the main activity. Peter will take us through the second activity.
Okay, so the second activity is the multiple choice question generator. What this class does is it pulls questions from our Firebase database, which is over here. And so we basically wrote our questions in JSON format, and then our code pulls a random question from our database every time you try to disable the button. And our code also randomizes the placement of the answers. And the good thing about having our app use Firebase is that we can write as many questions as we want, and we can switch around the entries as much as we want, and our code will automatically update all of our apps via Wi-Fi and internet connection. And now I'll also go over some of our UI. So this is our main alarm page. This is our multiple choice page, and this is our step counter page. We went super extra with our UI. We designed a bunch of images and button designs for animations and such. And yeah, now Rahul will go over our third activity.
So our third activity is the step counter pedometer. This only works if your phone has a pedometer, which is like hardware built into it. So if it doesn't, then good luck. You can't use this app. But we're assuming that you do. So what we did was if the phone has a built-in step counter, then it's constantly keeping track of the number of steps that you take every single day. So initially we just keep track of that variable. Then once the step counter is triggered by failing the quiz, we will subtract the number of steps that you actually take from when it enters that phase. And based on how many steps we want you to take in order to deactivate the alarm, which in this case would be 10, you can finally turn off the alarm and then either go back to sleep or go back to being a productive person.
And all of our code is stored on our GitHub repository. And that's pretty much it.